good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending where you're at in the world. It is your favorite god sister, the Shaolin Witch. So I'm here tonight. We're talking about nighttime out here in NYC. We're talking about some things, and it's just feeling very much directed towards relationships, friendships. Now, relationships is not just limited to who you're banging, but family relationships, co-worker, wherever you can put it where it fit, right? Okay. So while doing that, okay, the issues revolving these people, whatever situation you're going through right now with the people or person that means most to you, the reason why there's an issue is because we have a communication problem, right? The way we communicate, there is a lack of communication, right? Then when there's communication, it's not what you're saying, it's how you're saying it. Not saying you, perhaps, perhaps it could be you, but for some it's you, and for others it's the way this person responds, these people, the way they respond to you, how they speak. They don't realize, right? That not everybody's on a different level in their journey. Some haven't even started. Some are still stuck in their ways of 10, 15 years ago, right? So with this, okay, with the card that had came out, it was communication is key. So healthy communication is how we're going to get this job done at work, right? How we're going to meet a quota, how we're going to meet these sales, right? Is how we're going to get things going at work. Is how you're going to know, healthy communication with your professor is going to keep you from having anxiety, thinking they're out to get you when they have things that they're doing also, right? Sometimes we get so caught up in our own worlds that we forget people are living in their own, have their own stuff going on in their timelines. Just how we run into shit, right? Retrogrades affect everybody, whether they believe in it or not. So definitely that was a heads up, okay? For some of you, somebody is absolutely flirting with you and you just ignoring that shit. I don't know why, but the signs, it's clear they are super duper flirting. Do not be afraid. Don't be mean, okay? If it's not what you want, just be nice about it. But someone's absolutely flirting with you, right? Someone's feeling you, and you know who it is. But you're like, no, it's just my friend. Okay, whatever. Also, during this time, try not to be all in your head, right? And don't think so much just logically. Think from your heart also, okay? Think from your heart. Try to use both if possible. Because for some of you, you're at a point where it's like you want to tell someone how you feel, how you truly feel. You may have told them bits and pieces, just enough to get you by and make you feel somewhat satisfied, like, all right, well, at least they got an idea. No, you have to really sit this person down and tell them how you feel. I don't like bop da bop. I like when you dop da bop. You get me? Those type of things, right? Or when you said this, it made me feel bop spoop. But you have to be open to the response, okay? And also with the arguing part, if I'm yelling and you're yelling, nobody's listening. Nobody's listening at all. And do not speak from a hurt place, right? Because sometimes you can tear down. This is all signs right here. So Aries, Scorpio, Taurus, Virgo, basically all of y'all all have the potential to hurt really bad with your fucking words, okay? So we want to just chill out with that also. But in order to have success in this relationship, the marriage, the friendship, and the connection with whomever it is you're building with, and whatever it's like, I don't understand, this is great, there's just a lack of communication. So keeping in mind that communication is key, and that is how we're going to get the success that it is that we want, okay? Also, it says a successful relationship usually comes down to one thing: communication. And the new moon in Gemini card is all about the start of a new cycle for communicating with the person at the center of your question. Now, keep in mind, this month we do have the full moon in Gemini coming, okay? So just pay attention. Maybe by the time new moon in Gemini, you guys will be able to communicate in a healthy manner, right? Or something may shift. Just keep an eye open. It says talking things through is the answer to whatever it is you're talking about. If you can't talk to that person, you can journal about it to yourself. Emails, text messages, and all other forms of communication will also help you now. If the issue you're asking about concerns a sibling or a neighbor, there's a new start coming, a time to wipe the slate clean and start over. This card could also suggest you've been too frivolous lately and need to get grounded again. But most importantly, drawing this card emphasizes the need to communicate. And I definitely know that I think it was Herb Signs. I had put up a sign that they needed grounding this weekend. Like, make time for grounding and to cleanse your energy. Also, I don't know who this is for, but you need to read more books. Okay? Expanding your mind and expanding your vocabulary. All right, is what they're bringing up. And the teaching behind this card, right? One of the teachings is Gemini is a sign of communication and socializing, of ideas and travel, and the energy around it and around this card, no matter when you pull it, is speedy, gossipy, and flirtatious. The new moon in Gemini is a wonderful time to get out and socialize. Gemini loves a chat. One thing to be aware of is that this card can also indicate being mentally scattered. Daily meditations will help to unscramble crossed wires in your brain. Okay, so if you at all you're feeling here and there, and yeah, but this reading's for you, babe. Just listen, pay attention. Let's put some pride and ego to the side. Have the necessary conversations for you, right? If not for them, at least for you, to add a part of your healing journey, right? To add to that. This helps. And plus, we need to be able to communicate with, period, right? We should learn this early in life, but, hopefully as many adults, they still haven't gotten it right. But learning to communicate in a healthy manner, positively, right? This helps you get what it is that you want, the outcomes you want, get you in the direction, right? If you want a relationship to become more serious, communication is the first thing. How can we go from boyfriend and girlfriend, and then I'm supposed to marry you, and yet we can't even figure out dinner? What we're gonna have for dinner? It's an argument, right? Or how I left some socks and just pick. They're also going to pick and choose your battles wisely. Not everything needs to be an argument. My divine masculine, my divine feminines, okay? My brujas, my brujas. Not everything needs to be an argument. If you love them, they mean a lot to you. Sometimes it's okay to be like, all right, I'll take that. I'll swallow that one. Whatever. I eat those. It's just not worth it. Not an argument, especially if you're in a good space, like, oh, everything was going great, and then this happened. Shit happens. Shit does happen. So keep that in mind. Be positive, right? Have a positive look at this. This person is just hard to talk to. Talk to them in a way that you never have before then. Get their attention, okay? And I know y'all know how to do that. It will be okay. You absolutely got this. We'll work on our communication skills. No, it will not happen overnight, but with practice, you'll notice a change. You'll feel the change. You'll see the change, okay? That's what it's all about, change. You're not trying to be who you were. And if you, I don't have a temper like I used to, and I don't chill with the people I used to, okay, no problem. So how about next level? I don't communicate the way I used to. I now know how to express my feelings in a healthy manner. And if you don't know how, we could work on that, right? There's therapy. There's ways to figure this out. All right, you're not alone. All right, I'll talk to you later.